Hi guys, it's Gail with Gail Southern Living. So my husband Taz was out here working in the yard today, getting some work done so I could start prepping the beds. A little behind on that, but this right here is the area that I tried to grow the loofah last year, and I had some zinnias here. Not exactly sure what I'm going to put here for next year, but he's got all the weeds and stuff cut down out of here so I can start to work on this area. Alright, what's next? So we have these two beds. I've already started prepping those beds. And here I've laid down the cardboard for it. I might lay another layer of cardboard down there first, and then I'm going to start prepping that bed. And I'm going to be moving all the vegetables around. This is where I had the squash this last year. And right here is where I had a tomato bed. I have to do a little cleaning up on these beds here. And then back here in this area is where I had a bunch of tomatoes, which I'm seriously considering. I might do, considering doing peppers here this year, because I have the Cosmic Pepper Challenge put out by Cosmic Cultivators. I also have the Peter Pepper Challenge put out by Garden State Gardener. And also I have some jalapenos inside the house that are growing. And I have some sweet peppers that Will It Grow had sent me last year that I had a few left of. So I'm seriously considering doing peppers here next year. So you can see he's kind of gone through this bed for me with the tiller. I can start prepping this area. Now, as you can see, I don't really water things out here when it's not gardening season, because I see it as wasting water. Still have a bunch of pots and stuff out. I have that little cement block area. I'm gonna find something to put in those. And then I have this desk back here that I was using for a planter, which it's pretty much falling apart. So probably gonna end up taking that down. And then all these little sections back here. Sorry, Miley. Miley's trying to get up under my feet while I'm walking. And then I had some stuff growing in these, or I tried to grow some things in these last year. But I felt like that they were too far away with the water hose. So I'm actually considering moving some of those more this way. Also, this area was the flood zone last year. And we tried to grow pumpkins right here last year. We may try to grow them again right here. But what I might do is try to put up a border and build it up a little bit so that if it does flood back here, it won't be so bad. But there has been some of God's nature type of composting back here. We won't go into details on that. So we might end up planting, we might end up trying the pumpkins here again. And then right there, that big long trellis, I would like to cut that shorter and maybe put that as a trellis for my loofah to grow on. Maybe cut it down, but I could possibly even just get that area right beneath there and let them grow up on that trellis, up like that, because if we have to, we can always get on a ladder to get the loofah if we have to. But they say it's a climber, so I'm seriously considering that. I might even leave it right where it's at. But you know me, I gotta make everything pretty, so I gotta get my paintbrush after that raw wood there. Plus it will actually preserve the wood if I paint it. I can paint that one section right there where he doesn't have the wire. The part with the wire would be a little bit complicated. I could try to squish through. It'll be kind of a, you know, off look, but I could try that possibly. But so we're starting to work out here in the yard. Running a little behind, but I think we'll get it done. I have a lot of pots there from last year. And we've moved, the backyard is in such disarray. We have stuff everywhere. Making this section right here like a, kind of like a little, see, like a fire pit. And then the picnic table and the barbecue pit. Trying to make it like a little eating area here. So here's a little fire pit thing that he made. He slid it a couple of times, little homemade fire pit. And this is the trellis that fell down last year that was supposed to be, that the loofahs was supposed to be on. So that could be made into something, but it was over there in that area where the wash water runs through it, and it just finally separated from each other there. Last year I had corn. I had corn in these cement blocks last year. I had to pull all those weeds out and get that ready, but I think I can plant something in that again. It seemed to make pretty decent planters. So I have a lot of areas to plant in, and it's a nice 68 degrees in Texas today. So as you can see, everything looks dead. I want to buy one of these planters again, another planter. I would love to have another one of those. That would be awesome. So see the row of pots. So I think what I'm going to do with the pots is I'm going to take the pots and dump the dirt from the pots over into one of these raised beds. And then I'll put a nice fresh layer of potting soil and compost and stuff on top of that. And then with the pots, I'll start fresh and build them back up like I did last year. But I'll use the dirt, obviously, for this year as well. So it'll get all used. I'm not going to do any in the ground gardening at all this year. It's going to be all raised beds or raised planters or containers. So that's the way I'm going to do the gardening for this next gardening season. And I'm going to do some in totes this year. I'm going to have a tote garden. It's probably going to be like right in that area where it was last year. So those are my plans I have going on right now. Now that he's done his section of the yard work, now I have to get into my section. So may have to piece that together through a few different days because I have been ill lately. So me just walking around the yards kind of winded me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now. Just letting you guys see what's going on in the yard. Have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys.